Watch the real-life program about exceptional destinies, remarkable opportunities, and unbelievable facts right now.
He has Stalin's pipe and autographs, which include a leaflet signed by Gagarin, a gramophone record made by Pugachova, and a napkin done by Nikulin. He has collected autographs signed by over 5,000 celebrities. His coin collection is unique in Central Asia.
I
want to know a lot and gain more knowledge, regardless of where I find myself. Since I travel a lot, I always take a book and a magazine with me. I need to learn something new and find out something. I just can't manage without it. Viktor Likholat is an antiquity seller showing enormous enthusiasm. A patch of time and a stroke of fate. Heads or tails, the space decides this. What do Cardinal Richelieu and a Soviet lieutenant colonel have in common? These are 2 coins and they're 1,000 years old. Take them and make a wish. Can you imagine? It was Yaroslav the Wise's. He speaks with aspiration. He pays money to buy money, which brings him pleasure. Numismatics is a study related to collecting coins. He shows consuming interest in it. There are a lot of things he should try. So here we have Elizabeth, then Catherine II, Alexander I, Paul, then Alexander II, Nicholas II, and so on. All roads lead to Rome, and rivers flow into his coin empire. It has been continuing for over 50 years. This is Katinka. Do you know what kind of metal it is? You could live on this one for almost a year. He's never shown these coins to anybody. They are Siberian coins with sables used under Catherine II. They're arranged in chronological order and divided into mints. They are unique because of the special alloy consisting of copper, silver, and gold. He exchanged and bought them. Sometimes he got treasures. I even have dreams about walking and finding a treasure. Actually, I don't find it myself. Other people do, and I buy it. Viktor Likholat is a Zaporozhian Cossack. His great-grandfather was a hetman of the Zaporozhian troops. He wears a nephrite ring in the shape of a snake on his ring finger. It's his charm. His surname is like a shield against misfortunes as well. As for Likholat's surname, Likhor means grief and Lat stands for a cure. Thus, it turns out that we, according to our surname, do good deeds. We cure everything to avoid occasions causing grief and sorrow. Although the surname is suitable for a person working in budget sphere, he became a soldier. No matter what he does, he shows bearing. He has discipline and keeps everything in order, including thousands of documents. All of them are arranged properly. If he looks for something, he finds it. Here's the needed document. There was Alexander Danilov's collector in Almaty. He was a doctor and read 15 books a day. After that, he did a dossier on those he had read about. I have his archives at the moment. It contains information about approximately 300,000 people. I'm planning to purchase his card index and publish the People of the Blue Planet Encyclopedia together with my son. I hope I'll manage to achieve this aim.
С сыном эту энциклопедию «Люди другой планеты». Я надеюсь очень, что мне это удастся.
Likholat has an autograph library. This book was signed by the famous wizard Yuri Longo. He visited Almaty and, of course, I attended his lecture. I just couldn't miss it. I have a few hundred of such books. There are tips of advice on how to avoid misfortunes, be the first, and be where you need to be.
Как быть первым там, где надо быть.
He did it. As a member of peacekeeping forces, he was in Afghanistan. However, he doesn't like talking much about his own heroic deeds. On the other hand, he's eager to show what protected soldiers in war. He was wounded twice.
Мужчины, уходя на...
When men went to war, they put either a large or a small icon into their bag. As you can see, you can even fold it. It protected him from bullets or sabers.
Могли такую, могли чуть... Вот видите, даже складывающие, это предохранит и от пуль, и от сабель.
Lieutenant Colonel Likholat has been in retirement for 23 years. However, he hasn't spent a single day as a retired person. Viktor is interested in all things related to history.
Клад найден на берегу.
The treasure was found in the Balkash area by shepherds.
Чебаны нашли.
There's a Polushka of 1734, and it should be clean.
Ну, ее надо чистить.
The treasure of Empress Elizabeth's time contained jugs, china, and fireplace clock. Likholat kept Stalin's pipe signed by the owner too.
Вот видите,
Do you see this curve? It's a seal of time. Sometimes they crack in the center and you need to fix them.
бывает, что они вообще лопаются на две части. Приходится ремонтировать.
Some of them are carved. Some are inlaid with gems. There were icons which could be rarely found even at auctions.
Были иконы.
There were stone icons made 300 to 400 years ago.
Очень даже интересные. Им вообще по 300-400 лет.
He says that people didn't bear a grudge in those times. As for Viktor, he has an unusual stone in the sideboard.
Загадывайте
You should make a wish. It's a meteorite. It took millions of years to get here. There is an expert opinion about it. It contains metal which can't be found on Earth. He has antique silver crockery, including milk jugs, a sugar basin, and spoons. A sweet bowl is made of Murano glass. It's a rare combination of prestige and beauty. Handles are made of seashells, and the knives are made of turtle. It's a masterpiece of the Soviet epoch.
Набор вилки, ложки.
This set, including forks and spoons, is made of silver. We started using it and haven't had a cold for 20, no, even 30 years.
Вот уже 20-25 лет вообще нет, больше уже. Лет 30 вообще не имею понятия, что такое простуда.
This book is over 2 centuries old. It was copied by hand. This is the signature of the person who worked on it.
Есть книги,
I
написанные.
saw books written in gold. These books are Qurans and Islamic books explaining how to read and understand the Quran.
Допустим, как читать.
There are mathematical folios and poetry. The collector often had to go to Oriental Studies Institute to ask employees to help him decode the information written in the books. There's no negative energy in these things, otherwise I would notice it, since I've been working with them for so many years.
Занимаюсь, увлекаюсь, я бы это заметил.
He buys books and even gives thousands of them as presents to orphanages, homes for the disabled, and corrective labor colonies. He knows about the life of people in conflict with the law since he worked as an investigation department of the police for 15 years.
Детская тюрьма.
I gave some books as presents to children's prison. These kids are young criminals. They didn't want it, but it turned out this way. It's their fate, the way the street brought them up.
Случилось, что вот его улица.
He says his colleagues in the police called him a square peg in a round hole.
Она же бывает.
Sometimes it was in damp places and sometimes in fire.
Со следами.
All things and people meet their end.
Бывали в пожарных. Вещи, как и люди, тоже имеют свою судьбу.
There are posters, books, leaflets, postcards, and documents autographed by celebrities. Viktor Likholat says he has already collected more than 5,000 of them. Philography is the collecting of autographs. Cicero and Virgil's signatures were extremely valuable in ancient Rome. Cardinal Richelieu was the most famous collector. It was his collection that started autograph auctions.
Я горжусь этими двумя книгами. Абай. Первая книга, которую...
I'm proud of these two books. Abai was the first book he published, and there was Auezov's autograph. It's considered to have taken place in 1948.
Это считается 48 год. А вот Бауржан Мамышулы.
This is Barzhan Mamashali. The book is about the Panfilov division, 28 guardsmen, and Dubosekovo station.
Станция Дубосекова.
He's been hunting for autographs for 56 years. His acquaintances, relatives, and friends make contributions to the collection. It started from Gagarin's flight on April the 12th, 1961. Likholat recalls that they didn't even go to school that day. Everyone went outside. They jumped up and down in the stadium, shouted, and went crazy.
Прыгали, кричали, с ума сходили.
Then they saw a small airplane spreading leaflets. I picked one up, and later Gagarin's signature appeared on it.
И потом на этой листовке со временем у меня появилась подпись Гагарина.
Afterwards, he got Titov and Tereshkova's autographs. This information is enough for a whole page in the encyclopedia. There is Musabayev and the astronaut who was the first to step on the moon. It was a lunar hello from Neil Armstrong. He gets information using second-hand bookshops, flea markets, and now internet communities. However, good luck and a great chance play important roles too.
Встретил, допустим, Никулина в Крыму.
For example, I met Nikulin in a Crimean cafe in 1972. He was eating kebabs and I was sitting near him. I came up to him, but had nothing except a pen. I asked him for his autograph. He wrote, "My best wishes to Viktor Vasilyevich" on a napkin.
Только авторучка. Можете вот подписаться нам с салфеткой? Как зовут? Виктор Васильевич. Вот, с наилучшим пожеланием.
It's unknown what a person tries to find in another person's signature. Nevertheless, its depth is always attractive. There's a science studying handwriting and database of celebrity signatures. Handwriting helps understand a person, their character, whether they're good or bad people, and their interests. This is a letter to Catherine the Great. In this letter, the prince tells her about the birth of a son. He was called Petya. She wrote the reply and expressed her gratitude for that. The letter was sent from Europe, and the paper even bore watermarks at that time. This document should be in a museum. However, Viktor wasn't lucky enough. Such items are bought for $20,000 to $25,000 at auctions, but the collector says that museums can't afford it. This is the first edition of the Pravda newspaper. It says that workers don't have enough food and this problem should be dealt with. Zhukov, Rokossovsky, Formanov, Stalin, Yevtushenko, and Vysotsky were very important for the Soviet country. This country doesn't exist anymore, but the collection keeps growing. He carefully leaves through the yellow pages of an old pamphlet by Anna Akhmatova. It bears a sign of time and the poet herself. There's her signature. It's surprising and amazing. Here's her hand. There is the hand of destiny in Viktor's life. According to Johann Goethe, collectors are happy people.
Я вижу, я ищу, я нахожу, я хочу, я стараюсь.
I see, search, find, want, do my best and hope. I see something every day. Sometimes it's a book or another thing. Just drinking tea or coffee together with a good person is a find too.
Да даже просто с хорошим человеком посидеть, кофе или чай выпить, это тоже как бы большой плюс и находка.